Now in South Africa, Cape Town Mayor Geordin Gwyn Hill Lewis has written to the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Naledi Pandor, requesting her intervention to block the entry of a vessel owned and sailed by Russian oligarch Alexey Mordashov that is bound for Cape Town. Lewis also requested that Mordashov should not be allowed to enter the country. The mayor says the international community has recognized Russia's invasion of Ukraine and its annexation of 4 areas of Ukrainian territory by force as illegal. Hill Lewis says South Africa has a moral duty to protest unjust war, state terrorism, and the gross violation of human rights against the people of Ukraine. 9 billion rand super yacht belonging to Russian oligarch departed Hong Kong last week, bound for Cape Town. Mordashov is believed to be on board the vessel and intends to enter South Africa through the port of Cape Town. Now, Geordin Gwyn Hill Lewis, the mayor of Cape Town, joins me to unpack this latest development. Thank you so much, Geordin, for joining us.
Pleasure to be with you.
Now, you have written to the minister requesting for intervention. Why do you want Alexey Mordashov's entry to be blocked?
Well, we have a madman, Vladimir Putin, who is wreaking absolute havoc and chaos across the globe because of his war of aggression in Ukraine and his illegal annexation of parts of Ukraine. And he is being actively supported and enabled by a series of extremely wealthy, eye-wateringly wealthy billionaires who he has made billionaires over the years and who are now supporting him in his war efforts. And this particular gentleman has been sanctioned, and it's important that we play our part as part of the international community to uphold those sanctions, to enforce them properly, and make it clear that we stand with peaceful, freedom-loving people around the world who reject this mad, crazy war and everyone who is enabling it, and that we make it clear he's not welcome here in Cape Town.
But then, as at the time that other African countries have been vocal in terms of taking the stand to condemn the Russian onslaught, South African government hasn't been clear on condemning Russia. So do you think this is a good move?
That's a very good question. I think, to be honest with you, that the position of the South African government has been nothing short of shameful, embarrassing. And from a proud tradition of standing up for human rights and human freedoms around the world, we have now once again returned to our very sad and destructive past, where we were known as the polecat of the world. And that's terribly sad. So I think our position has been shameful. And as I said to the minister today, this gives us an opportunity to correct some of the misjudgments and poor decision-making of the last few months in this in our international policy position on this war, and to correct that and to stand up for what is good and right at last.
All right, now, Russia and South Africa have diplomatic relationship. They are trading partners, but you are taking a stand against what these two entities stand for. Now, don't you think your move could jeopardize the relationship? And don't you think it also puts a question mark on your own personality or image?
Well, I sincerely hope it does jeopardize the relationship, because we should not have a relationship with the government of Russia at the moment. So I really hope it does jeopardize that relationship. We should be standing with the rest of the world, who are standing with the people and the government of the Ukraine. And the fact that we are not is to our eternal shame. So I'm not particularly worried about harming our relationship with Russia, because that should be part of the point.
All right, so finally, Geordin, has the minister responded to you on that matter? If he decides not to accede to your demand, then what happens?
Well, Cape Town is a city government. We have no role to play in enforcing our international borders at the Cape Town harbour. That is clearly the role of the national state. I'm not sure how, forgive me, I'm not sure how it works in Nigeria, but here, cities and provincial governments, state governments, have no role to play in the enforcement of borders. So if they choose to let this vessel in, if they choose to let this oligarch, this billionaire, this Putin enabler in, then that will be a great pity. And I think it's something that the South African government will have to explain once again to the world. I thought that as mayor, it was important to stand up again, once again, on the side of the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian government, and to make our opposition clear and to call on the government to do the right thing. Beyond that, we can't really force them to do the right thing, but they will have to explain themselves to history and to the international community.
All right, thank you so much, Geordin, for joining us. Posterity will
Thank you very
definitely
much.
judge.